It's me, Renee, and here I am for my 2025 reading goals. I'm also gonna do, yeah, you know what? Also, at the end of the video, also gonna do my 2025 life resolutions, which my reading goals are more. So yeah, the majority of this video is gonna be that. So I have some notes here. Let me find them. Yeah, yeah. Let's start with the basic. Kind of went a bit around and around mentally in my mind to like decide what number to pick as a like reading number for this year. I know, I don't have to pick a number, but I don't know, I do it because I'm basic, and also because me with like lately in numbers, instead of like taking a number that's way high and like I think like I'm gonna reach towards it, and a number that I kind of don't feel like I'll reach, I kind of have end up, at least also this year, end up thinking, okay, I want to do this and this and this with my reading. How many books will that be? Okay, around that number. And also I have lots of time. I read mainly. I mean, on my bookstagram, I would say I read and breathe books, which is kind of what I do. So yeah, my reading number for 2025, one, sorry, I was about to say 1,000, sorry. 175 books. I feel like that's pretty manageable. Last year, I started the year by having 52 books, like one book a week, but often I kind of often exceed that, and like through also I also did TAR, so I read lots of books in June. So I upped and upped and upped, and now this year I think I'll just start high because well higher because it's more realistic really. So yeah. So to the meat of it, I want to continue 10 series. I don't know, I gave you 5 fingers. I want to continue 10 series or 10. You can see all my fingers. And you know what 10 is. And you might say 10 isn't that a lot? I wouldn't really say it is because there's been some series that I started and that I kind of forgot to continue, that I just kind of read one book in. There's some series that I have to get caught up on. There's some series that I haven't finished. So continue. I'm gonna count if there's two more books. So yeah, if I haven't read the penultimate and I haven't read well, the last one isn't out sometimes. Uh, but I'm gonna count that as continuing series. I mean, everything is continuing series if you are caught up or not. But yeah, so I'm not just counting books series I have to get caught up on. I'm gonna count everything here. And then I tried to say finish 5 series, which I would say is pretty good because I love this. As I said, I love the series come through reading. I think quite a lot of them are series that have started, but they're ongoing or they just ongoing or just started or I've just started them, so they wouldn't be finished yet. But and I would say also, honestly, I'm not that bad really with finishing series and keeping up with them. But there are some that some that I can't finish that I want to finish. Some from December CBR that I kind of wanted to finish last year and then didn't. But yeah, there are some series that have only one book left. Then there's a few, there's 2 books left, but I want to finish both of them. And yeah, so finishing 5 series, I think is quite doable, really. Hmm. And then I decided I want to I don't know why I was about to say that. I want to read 50. Uh, um, I can't read my handwriting. Yeah, I want to read 50 disabled or disability representation authors. Uh, in other words, I want to read 50 books by authors that are disabled in some way or other abled. I think disabled is kind of known. Yeah, used is a lot of it's well known used words. So yeah, I'm going to use disabled. And yeah, here 50 authors. So yeah, 50 different just 50 books from the same author. And I think it's could be a stretch, but then again, maybe not. Also, here is the first in a few of like offer challenges. And if there's one offer that's several things, it'll count as several things. So I can read maybe if there's one offer who's Indian British, but he's also queer and he's also autistic, then he'll count as all three. So yeah, I don't have to like read 300 books to finish all these prompts. Hmm. And then next prompt we have read 40 books, or 40 books by BIPOC authors. Though I kind of decided to give myself a little bit of leeway, so I decided to say 40 books or authors. So let's say I discover a very good author that has like a backlist or like has like 10 books out. If I read 10 books by that author, I'm gonna count it. So it's not different authors necessarily, it's kind of focusing on reading those things in general. Though I want to try to read different authors, not just like read lots of backlists from 3, 4 authors, but try different ones. But if some backlists have a lot, I might do that also. Then I decided I want to do 100 books for my unread for my bookshelves. So last year I did a count. It was actually last January. So think I'm going to count this year as well to see how many unread physical books I have. I didn't count my audiobooks because, well, a lot of them are same as the physical books, and also that would take a while. So I suppose I could also just kind of search it up, but yeah, I didn't. Maybe I'll do a short review on that. Anywho, yeah, I want to read 100 books from my unread books. I feel like that's not too impossible, really. Yeah, I mean, I have lots of different unread books that will fit for different prompts and whatnot. So reading 100 books from them, I think that's manageable. If I read 200, cool, but I will try at least 100 books. Then, then I have this kind of quicker thing. Well, even my books that I'm looking forward to, I buy them, like, I go to a store and feel like, oh, cool book, I buy it, and then for some reason it sits on my shelf for a few weeks, sometimes a few months, and I don't really understand why that happens, but it does. Even like with books I'm excited for. So I want to give myself a challenge to buy books and read them within 48 hours of me having bought them. So to try to, but of course, like also when you buy books, you kind of add to your TBR. So the way to cheat this is to buy books and then read it, because then it's on your shelf, but it's not on your TBR shelf. So yeah, kind of want to do that. Then I have 30 queer offers I want to try. And yeah, I've kind of forgotten to say this. With this offer challenge, I kind of want to do the numbers and then new offers. But then, I know, okay, I'm gonna be a bit nice to myself, so I'm gonna just say offers in general, so it doesn't have to be new offers. But if a lot of them are new to me, cool. Oh, sorry, new to me offers, not debut offers. If a lot of them are new to me, cool. And the ones that aren't. That's also fine, I feel like. But yeah, 30 queer offers, I feel like that's manageable, really. So yeah. Then we have some offers I want to try that I have not read so far. We have Eva Lee, which is a historical romance offer. She has a romanticy book coming out this year, which sounds to be sapphic piracy, and it just sounds very fun. So that one's on my radar, but I also want to try her older reads. So yeah. Then we have Christina Forrest, which has been on my radar for a while, and I haven't picked her up yet because I haven't. So I want to try to fix that. Then we have Sandy Toksvig, she's mainly known as a comedian in the UK. She's also a panel host and I don't know, TV personality. What do you call people who kind of are around on TV, but they aren't journalists, but they aren't directly comedians? I suppose she's a comedian as well. She's a potato. She's everything. Sadly toxic. She's kind of everything. Seems like. Does she do podcasts? I don't think she does podcasts, but yeah. Anyway, I have one Sandy Toxic book that I have bought, but I know she's written several. She came out last year with a fiction book, but she has several non-fiction books. So yeah, I would try to read. Try to read. I want to read some Sandy Toxic books, and then we have Georgette here, which yes has been on a list like this before. She was on a list 2 years ago. That's right. I wanted to read her 2023. I mean, I still own. I feel like I own two Georgette Heyer books. They just kind of sit there on my shelf, continue to be ignored. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm scared because she's a historical romance author, but she's kind of historical romance in the way that she's not historical romance because she posted published books in her era, which was in the historical era. Okay, okay. So she posted published books in 1930s. So when the historical period was modern period. But I believe she wrote about things happening before then. But yeah. Yeah. Also feel like maybe I've tried to read a bit in more books and they didn't catch me so much. But again, I shouldn't really be that perfectionist because sometimes books takes a few pages to really catch your attention. So yeah, Julius Hare, I want to try her for real this year. I do want to do that. And as a little updates. I did do a video like this, well, a video on just offers 2 years ago now, actually. Not last year, but 2 years ago. We talked about trying to read Robin Hood. That didn't happen. I did read Sarah MacLean, and this year I've read I've read one Sarah MacLean book, but still. And this year I've read some Lisa Kleypas books, so I've gotten into that one. So I've done some of what I said, but yeah. Hey, lists are fun. Do you always stick to them? No, but it's still kind of fun to think about. And yeah, some I did stick with. And now, last but not least, well, last of the book parts, I want to talk about some authors that I have read, but I want to read more of. So this is kind of like not authors that I read generally. All of these kind of authors where I read one book, and I want to read, yeah, more than that one book. Sorry. First, we have Olivia Hart. So I read this book 2 years ago now, December 2023. I loved it so much. Still haven't read anything more by her. She has like 5 books out, 4 books out. She has several books out. I don't know. I haven't. Maybe it's because it's contemporary and I've picked up a lot of historical last year. But then again, contemporaries are cool also. I don't know. I haven't read more by her. I just haven't. So that's that. And then we have Macy Eddings. So I read Macy Eddings' book. Give me a little moment. I didn't really say it. Yeah, I read a book by her also 2 years ago. Yeah, it's Tilly and Adams. Not like yeah, Tilly. Anyway, yeah, I read a book by her 2 years ago. Loved it so much, and haven't picked up more. Why? I just haven't. I got this book in last December. So I'm thinking I'm gonna, yeah, try this one. I know she has at least 3 books out, and excited to check out more of her. And then we have Danielle Owen Jones. I believe maybe she just had like 2 or 3 books out, unless she started writing in a pseudonym. But I know she has other books than this one. I read this now 3 years ago, I believe, around there. And I love it so much. Plan to reread it, but I have not read anything else by her so far. I suppose maybe this one I can't get because this book is so amazing and I'm kind of scared to read more by her because could her other books be as amazing? I don't know. Could they? Well, like could be. Are they? I don't know. Are they? Have you read her other books? Any getting up and personal there? But yeah, want to read more by Danielle Owen Jones. Then we have T. Kingfisher, which so far I've just read this book by T. Kingfisher. Well, I actually read some books by her pseudonym because she has pseudonyms she writes under. But I just read this T. Kingfisher book, and I've heard Swordcatcher is a very good one, so I have that one on my TBR. So yeah, at least want to read that one. Also, T. Kingfisher is coming to Norway this year, so I feel like this is kind of like on my yeah. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. Also, give me a moment. Did I? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Let's go back in time. So I just realized I forgot about an author that I want to read this year, and that's Emma Newman, because Emma Newman is also coming to Norway. So I kind of want to read her books. She both does audiobook narration, but she also writes books herself. So I want to read some of her books. So hopefully I'll get to that. Probably gonna prioritize that. And then Luna from Lunasia's book, or The Courage of Library, has read Emma Newman and says they're great books. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on that really. And then we're back in real time. No, in real time. It was just me being silly. And then last but not least, I want to read more la 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 Laura Moher. This is her debut book, I believe. Yeah, at least the first in the series. She has two more books out, or one book out, and then one book that's coming out this year. And I do want to get up and catch up on those books. So excited. Yes, that I believe is kind of all for the bookish things for this year. But yeah, I kind of want to mention what our plans are for this year as a life, like in other not reading plans. So I don't have a lot of resolutions, relo- resolutions, words, but I have some. I have one. I want to try more pub quizzes. I love quizzes. I love pub quizzes. Last year, well, for a few years now, I've been going to one like every other Sunday, and then I go to others now and then. And I started doing another one kind of um, more frequently last fall. I'm going to continue with that one, but I also want to try new ones. I know there's several close to me and then a bit further from me, but like in my area. So I want to do that. I also, this is cliche, but I also want to make more food from scratch. Like I have some cookbooks, and they just kind of sit on my shelf, just like saying beautiful, and I just kind of ignore them. And I do like making food. I just, I don't know, sometimes I gotta be like, I don't want to look at recipe because recipe is saying, do this, do this, do this. And I don't want to do what people say that I should do. I don't want to listen to an 40. I don't know. I mean, I like to make food, but then it's often like I just take some chickpeas, I take spaghetti, and I might take some tomato, and that's that. So like making things from recipes, I like it and I don't like it, but I do want to try to do more of it. By more, what I mean, maybe do one recipe a month. Yeah, I feel like one a month is doable, really. One a month. And then I believe there was something else. Recipes, book quizzes, recipes, book quizzes, quizzes, pub quizzes. Um, maybe that's it. So it wasn't maybe that big of a um. That's it. I can't fucking remember what else there was. I believe there was something else. You know what? This is gonna. I'm gonna check it out. Stay with me, and you'll see. Because I remember seeing on someone else's video what my plans were, and now it's just I don't remember what it was. A little moment. Let's check out there, and then you'll hold her for a minute there. Yeah. I don't know. I thought I had something more, and then I didn't find the place. So I don't know. But I feel like also, yeah, pub quizzes and making food. It's not that uh bad to really have like two. I feel like two resolutions is not too bad really. I feel like if people often do they like do make lots of resolutions. It's like yeah, if you do too much, that's not gonna happen. If you do some, that might happen. So yeah. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you have any thoughts on any of these books, any of these authors, do you have night authors you want to try this year? Do you have bookish goals this year? I suppose maybe everyone does, not everyone, but a lot of people do. And I'll see you soon. Bye.